What's up, everyone? It's your girl Gelbeauty-QM here, aka Grace, and it's time for another ranking video. So y'all know we've already ranked the Sol de Janeiro ones, so I decided today we were going to rank Phlur. So if you like videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. I do a ton of fragrance videos. Y'all know I live for a good fragrance. I finally got my hands on She Was Here by Phlur and Mrs. Jackie Aina. I've done the Phlur Vanilla Blackberry and Mrs. Smith. I will be filming the Cherry Stem and Vanilla Nectar right after this. I have also done the new fragrance from Nosy called Only Human. You all should have seen that go up already. And then I've done quite a few other fragrances that I was just super excited to get my hands on, like Le Monde Gourmand. Finally, if you like a good fashion video and you're wondering where my fashion shorts went, head on over to my fashion channel. It's Fashion with Gelbeauty 87. I do a ton of fashion content. I do 2 to 3 shorts a day. I do 1 long form fashion video a week. So make sure you head over there and subscribe and check out the community tab, because that's how you get to help me pick what goes in the video. So at the end of this month, hopefully you should see the supermodel video go up based upon the 90 supermodels that you all chose as part of one of my Halloween videos. I said hopefully because I know that video is going up on the 30th of October, but I don't know when this is going up. So yeah, but without further ado, let's get into this video. So I'm going to rank them according to the perfumes first, and then I'll do the body mist last, because I don't have nearly as many perfumes as I do body mist, although I have a good amount from this brand when it comes to everything. Now keep in mind, I'm not going to go like for my favorite to least favorite. I'm just going to randomly pull up one, tell you my thoughts about it, and keep it moving. So it's not going to be like a 10, 9, 8 type situation. They're just going to get ranked from 1 to 10 based upon my preferences as fragrances, and keep it moving. So I'll start off with the full size one I brought with me. I do have full sizes of 3, but I just decided to bring 1 full size. So we have Vanilla Skin here. So this is the first one that I bought that I was truly, this was one of the first ones I bought that I was truly in love with. I feel like Mood Ring was the very first one that I blind bought, and just knew that it was going to be the one for me, because I had bought something originally from them. I think it was called Not Your Baby, and it wasn't my type of like vanilla, if you were, but this was the first vanilla I got from them where I was just like, yes, okay. Now keep in mind, the body mist came out before the perfume, so I should probably preface with that. They had a body mist called Vanilla Skin. Then that became so popular, so they came out with the perfume called Vanilla Skin, because everybody loves a vanilla fragrance. So I definitely think this is like a classic vanilla fragrance, if you will. It gives similar vibes to Vanilla 28 from Kayali, or Vanilla Woods from the 7 Virtues, or Snif's Vanilla Vice. You can use code GRACE10 at Snif, as I am a Snif ambassador. But yeah, I just feel like this is one of those classic vanilla fragrances that we all have in our collection. It's just each brand makes one and they put their own little tweak or unique perspective on it, and that's how you get a vanilla. So I like this vanilla. I don't use this one as much as I use other ones, but I usually don't ever use a vanilla fragrance just by itself. I usually layer it with something else as a general rule. So that's why mine doesn't look as used. Not to mention, you have to remember, I do have a travel size of it and a body mist. So I usually reach for the body mist more than I do for the perfume. So that's why mine looks as full as it does. In addition to the fact that I just test a whole bunch of fragrances, as you know. So I mean, realistically, let's be about it. But I would definitely say it's a 10 out of 10 when it comes to vanilla fragrances. It's just that classic, simple, soft vanilla fragrance that I love, and I would definitely recommend it if you're in the market for a vanilla fragrance and you were looking at the Phlur house. That'll be a good one. Now you determine if you like the body mist or if you like the perfume based on how the longevity will feel for you. If you want to run cute short errands, then I would say get the Vanilla Skin body mist. If you want one that's a little bit more long lasting, then I would say get the perfume. It all depends on your preference. So I'll talk about the next one that I just talked about, that was like the first blind buy I bought that I was super excited about, and of course that is Mood Ring. As you can see, I've used quite a bit of Mood Ring here. I've used quite a bit of my full size one as well. Mood Ring is just one of my favorite like go-to like summer scents. If you like the peach rings, from the trolley peach rings, I feel like you would really like the way this smells. It gives me trolley peach ring vibes for sure. I feel like this goes good with a lot of fruity fragrances for the summer. I have given layering combinations for all these things, so you can check out my I think I have a fragrance playlist of shorts that'll tell you which ones will go best with what. I definitely feel like I love this fragrance. This is definitely a 10 out of 10 for me. If you like sweet summery scents, then you will really enjoy Mood Ring. Like I said, just think of the peach ring candies. That's the vibe that it gives. I did find an alternative to it, so if you were interested This is a more sophisticated version of a peach ring, whereas the alternative I found truly smells like the candy peach ring that you buy in the store. Phlur's is a little more sophisticated, whereas the Ulta peach fragrance that I tried definitely gives just the true essence of the peach ring vibe. So just keep that in mind. If you want a true overly sickly sweet peach ring, then get the Ulta one. If you wanted more of a sophisticated version of a peach ring, then I would say stick to the Phlur mood ring. Absolutely love that one. What do we have next? So the third one that I bought in the full size that I truly fell in love with was Strawberry Letter from Phlur. I feel like this is a very unique strawberry scent because I feel like it gives me more date night vibes, but at the same time you can pair it with something that's a little bit sweeter and fruitier, and you can pass it off as wearing it in the daytime. So I feel like it's good for layering. If you want a more sophisticated deep strawberry smell, definitely pick this fragrance up. I give it a 10 out of 10 as well. These are some of the staple ones that got me so in love with Phlur and has me consistently going back to the brand. Absolutely love this fragrance. 10 out of 10. It does pair well with other fragrances as well. Like I said, I'm wondering how similar the Paul Reacts Strawberry Sensation smells to this, so I am curious. I will eventually get my hands on it, but I am happy with this fragrance and this purchase, and I have full size of this as well. So I figured I would show you the 3 that I have full sizes of. I showed you one full size, which is vanilla skin, and the rest are going to be travel sizes now. So let's get into it. So another one that I really love from Phlur is Soft Spot. I need to get a full size of Soft Spot. My problem with getting a full size of Soft Spot is it's really similar to some other Your Skin But Better fragrances that I already have, and that's why I've been kind of hesitant to. But if they have a good sale during the holidays, I will definitely pick up one. As you can see, I've been generously using this one. Think of Forever Moves You Remind Me by Jackie Aina, and a more florally scent as opposed to a fruitier scent, because I feel like Jackie's has a little bit more of a fruity floral element, whereas to me this is just plainly floral element to it, if that makes sense. If you smell Forever Mood, then you know what I'm sorry. If you smell Forever Mood, you remind me, then you know what I'm talking about. But this definitely gives like a soft Your Skin But Better scent with a nice floral essence to it. I feel like this would pair really nicely with Magnolia Bliss from Juliet Has a Gun. I feel like they could be a great combination if you want to play up the florals in this. But if you just like it with Your Skin But Better and a soft touch of floral, then I feel like this is good for you. 10 out of 10, definitely recommend as one of my top favorite Your Skin But Better fragrances. And as you can see, like I said, we have almost used up half the bottle. So that shows my love for it right there. Now, keep in mind, every single one isn't going to be a 10 out of 10, just FYI. I do have some Phlur things I'm not as crazy about. It's just they're far and few. So I'm going to sprinkle a couple of the just okay ones in now, so you don't think that it's just going to be nothing but a bed of roses, and I love everything from Phlur. So we're going to start with Rose Whip. Now, keep in mind, I don't like rose fragrances that much. I was pleasantly surprised by this one though, but at the end of the day, I don't love rose, so this one just isn't one I reach for that often. It reminds me of Perfume de Marley's rose fragrance. I forgot the name of it, the one in the pink container. It gives me the vibes of that. So if you like that fragrance, I feel like you would like this. I like it okay. I don't love it. This is one I'd give like a 7.5 or 8 out of 10, just because it's not bad. It's just, since I'm not a person who really reaches for floral fragrances or loves floral fragrances, I don't really see myself using this often. There are a couple of floral fragrances I would pick over this for sure easily, and that's another reason it is on the lower end, where it's like 7.5, 8. I'm just not a florals girl. I never have been, and I don't see myself being one anytime soon. If you mix it with the right things, I'll like it, but I still don't ever really see myself loving floral fragrances, if you will. Next we have Golden Rule. Now Golden Rule, if I remember correctly, just reminds me of Phlur Majesty from Kylie. Yeah, it gives the Phlur Majesty fragrance from Kylie. It gives more of like a mature type of fragrance, if you will. Like think of like your Escada type fragrances. It definitely gives me the vibes of Escada. Or Lust for Sun by Juliet Has a Gun. It gives me a similar vibe to that as well. So this isn't my cup of tea or high on my list either. So this is another 7.5, 8 type fragrance for me. And it's not that it's so much bad. It's just I know I'm not going to get as much use out of it because it's not my like scent house or roll house for scents, if you will. So it's not bad. It's just not my cup of tea. I find it to be more like mature than I would prefer when it comes to a fragrance. That's just my personal opinion. Don't get mad if that's not yours. And now let's get into the new one, which is Cherry Stem. So Cherry Stem I like okay. It's just I expected to smell more leather in it, so that's what's a little disappointing to me. I feel like you subtly smell the leather, and I felt like it was going to be more impactful, especially with the marketing they did of making sure they showed it with lots of leather and all that. I expected it to be more leather. Like I expected it to be like more sex from Charlotte to Tilbury with like a smoky cherry scent. And although it does give that, I feel like more sex gives more of that like leather accord and scent to it than this does. So I would pair this with more sex from Charlotte to Tilbury to get more of that leather effect that I was hoping that I would get in here. But my whole thing is like, since I already have cherry scents from other brands and I already had more sex from other brands, to me this wasn't necessarily needed in my personal collection, because I could use more sex from Charlotte to Tilbury, and then I could just put like Love Fest Burning Cherry from Kylie with it, and I would get like a similar approach and I would get more of that leather that I was looking for. So this one was a little bit of a letdown to me, just because I felt like I wanted more leather out of the scent with still a deep smoky sweet cherry, and it didn't necessarily give that for me. So this is going to be another one of those 7.5, 8 out of like 10 fragrances, just because I already have 2 fragrances I could combine to make this, and since it's not giving as much cherry as I was hoping, or sorry, leather as I was hoping, it just kind of fell a little flat for me. So that's just my personal opinion. Now we're gonna get into the body mist. Now I did run off and leave my caramel skin at home, so I'm going to show vanilla skin, and we're just gonna call it caramel skin because the colors of the bottles are pretty much identical. I think the caramel skin may have a little bit more of an orangish brown to it as opposed to the more of traditional color that you saw of the vanilla skin perfume bottle already. But let's get into it. So, and I can't find my mango mood, I don't think, so I might show nectar, vanilla nectar twice to show up a mango mood, because I'm missing those 2 fragrances. I don't know why, I don't know where they went, but matter of fact, let me just get those 2 out the way, so then that way we weren't confused. So we're gonna start off with caramel skin here. So when it comes to this one, I love caramel skin. I think it's a great fragrance. I have noticed people are starting to try to dupe this fragrance though, if you will. You have what is it, Essence came out with a caramel skin dupe recently in their collection, and the body mist that they came out with, they had a caramel scented one. I feel like I'm seeing a few perfumes coming out with caramel accords and scents, like Queen's Caramel from Ellis Brooklyn. I hope they make a caramel skin perfume. I think that would be really nice. I feel like people really like this spray, so they should make a perfume of that, and they should make a perfume of heavy mist, and then have like a cute little set that you could buy them in for the holiday or something. I think that would be really smart on their part. But I do really love this perfume. I think it's absolutely stunning, amazing, wonderful, or should I say body mist. The only thing is, when it comes to body mist, I always feel like body mist don't ever last as long as I want them to. So all the body mist most likely will probably be in like the, I want to say like 6.5 to like 8 range, just because nothing ever really lasts as long as I want it to. At best it might get like a 9, unless I find lots of things that I can really layer it with and enjoy layering it with to justify it being at a higher place. So like, for example, caramel skin, I can name tons of fragrances that I can layer caramel skin with that are perfumes that'll make it last longer. So I would give caramel skin a 9 out of 10, just because I have so many fragrances I can layer it with that I know will help the longevity of it, and it's a really sweet scent, and you all know I love me a good sweet scent. So I definitely put caramel skin at a 9 out of 10. Then we're gonna count this one as what is it, mango mood. So mango mood smells just like a mango fragrance that I really love, that's very expensive, that I absolutely adore. And I love that fragrance. I don't love the body mist as much though, and again, because I already have the perfume and the body mist does not last as long, I would have to actually put that one closer down to like a 6.5, just because it has like this kind of spiciness to the mango that I'm not necessarily in love with. And since I already own the perfume, I'm gonna be less likely to reach for that. I have tried putting it with Carnival from Brown Girl Jane, and I enjoyed it that way, but it's not that much that I put that body mist with to where I would rank it so much higher up than some of the other ones I own that I keep in heavy rotation in my collection. So I'm gonna have to put that one at 6.5. That's just my personal preference based upon the fragrance and how often I use it. Next, I will do Dragon Fruit. Now, Dragon Fruit I absolutely love. I feel like this one is so great to go with a lot of fragrances that I own in my collection. And if I remember correctly, this one has does this one that has, oh, so this has watermelon in it, but surprisingly you don't smell a lot of the watermelon in it. Kind of like when you do with Mrs. Smith. With Mrs. Smith, you can smell the watermelon in there quite a bit, and I really don't like that because since it's supposed to be an apple scent, that kind of irritated me. But what I like about this one is you don't smell a lot of watermelon, and I was hesitant to pick this up for a while because it said that, but then I was brave and picked it up, and surprisingly you don't smell that much of it. I like to pair this with the Le Monde Gourmand Dragon Fruit perfume I have. I definitely feel like it helps it last longer, and I feel like this is just a good summer spray on and go. I only have to run a couple errands. I don't have to do that much work, and I could put it with my other fruity scents. So I would give this one a 7.5 out of the 10 because I do reach for it in the summertime. I don't have a lot of layering combos to go with it though, which is why I feel like I'm not as prone or as excited to think about it or use it. So it's going to get a 7.5. Let's see. Then we have Vanilla Smoke. Now, if you all remember, I was not a huge fan of Vanilla Smoke. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Now, if anything, I wanted the leather accord in here. I feel like this goes really good with the Ethan perfume or cologne from Le Monde Gourmand's Creator Collection Season 1. So I like to pair it with that. But otherwise, this isn't one I really reach for at all. I feel like it might go good with Cherry Stem because it can add some vanilla and smokiness to that. But overall, I'm just not like a huge fan of this. So this one's actually going to get 6.5. This is probably like one of my least favorite body mists from the brand. It disappointed me. And yeah, I don't have too much else to say about it. There's another one that disappointed me. So I figured I'd just go ahead and get it out of the way too. Coconut Skin. Like y'all, I thought this was going to be more like a nice sweet cream coconut with some nice beachy-esque type scent to it. I thought it was going to be basically like a creamy coconut and smell like Maldives in a bottle from Kylie with creamy coconut milk, if you will, and it does not smell like that at all. To me, this kind of gives like a rancid coconut, if you will, whereas other scents I've smelled with coconut in them do a much better job. Like the Philosophy coconut that I tried out for you all in that video, I feel like I like that a million times better than I like this one. This just gives me rancid coconut if it's been on the skin for a while. But you know, different people have different body chemistries. I haven't found a whole lot of things I like to layer this with either, besides layering it with Cocoa Shimmy from Snif or Spray Tan from Snif. I don't ever really reach for this product, so this is definitely gonna have to be a 6.5 because I dare put it at like a 5.5 because y'all, I really do not like this scent. Like I feel like nobody really wants to smell like a rancid coconut, so that's just why it's a personal turn off for me, but to each his own. Now the rest of them I'll have a little bit more compassion for and I like a whole lot better. It's just those two really let me down out of all the body mists I've tried so far from the brand, so I was a little, you know, disappointed, if you will. Next we will do Vanilla Blackberry. So this is like the newest one I got in my collection. I was hesitant and somewhat interested to see how they were going to make a blackberry and vanilla work together. It ended up turning out pretty nice. I don't necessarily love it per se, but I think it's pretty nice. And I noticed that they do a lot of things with vanilla in it. I think it's because Vanilla Skin did so well. They keep pushing the vanilla and like trying to find a new leaf of vanilla. I know Crystal Lim, the creative director, because I think, like I told you all, she sold it. The original founder and owner of Phlur said that she really likes vanilla, and so that's why she comes out with so many different vanilla fragrances. I'm like, you're a woman after my own heart because I love a good vanilla moment. So I feel like this would go really good if you have any like berry scents in your collection. So I put it with y'all know I put it with Berry Styles from Snif. I've also put it with it was one other berry. I think I put it with Crumb Couture as well and have been enjoying it that way. So I feel like it's going to be one that I really enjoy with a lot of my berry scents. So I feel like I could put this at probably like an 8.5. I'm not going to try to put it too much higher than that because on its own I don't know that I will necessarily wear it that often. I feel like this is one I only plan on wearing with berry scents, or maybe wearing it with like vanilla and berry. Like I want to try it out with Vanilla Vice from Snif and see how I like that combination, and I want to try it out with Vanilla Skin from Phlur just to see how I like that combination, because sometimes I feel like I don't smell enough vanilla in it and sometimes I feel like I don't smell enough blackberry in it. It all depends on what fragrance I layer it with, but on its own I would say it gets an 8.5. so they did a pretty decent job on it. It's just I like a better balance of each fragrance. Sometimes I feel like I smell more than one. Sometimes I feel like I smell more of the other one, and that's kind of what deters me from wearing it as often as I probably would otherwise. Now I feel like this is the only one I can legitimately would give a 10, and this is Heavy Cream from Phlur. And as you can see, she is well loved, well loved. If you like a like lemony sugary marshmallow type heavy cream scent as opposed to a true kind of like creamy, like milky creamy cream scent, like extra whip from Snif, then I feel like you'll enjoy this. If you like more of the sugary lemony marshmallow-ish version of a whipped cream scent, then heavy cream from Phlur is definitely from you. When I want a more true whipped cream scent, like the aerosol can whipped cream, then that's when I reach for extra whip from Snif. But I do really enjoy this. I find that this goes good with a lot of my sweet vanilla fragrances that have like coffee notes to them. So like Casino from Brown Girl Jane. Or I feel like this would go good with their newest fragrance, Shoutout from Brown Girl Jane. I feel like this goes good with a lot of like sweet coffee, hazelnut, caramel, chocolate type scents. So that's why it gets like a 10 from me, because I know it's going to be used with so many different things in my collection, because those are the type of scents I usually gravitate toward. So definitely gets a 10 out of 10 for me. Absolutely love it. And as you saw, this is one of the ones I have used the absolute most. So that shows you where my love is when it comes to my Phlur body mist for sure. Next we're gonna go into Moonstone. So as you can see, Moonstone has gotten a little bit of love. Moonstone is great to pair with Mrs. Smith, the newest fragrance they came out with, because it has green apple in it, and then that one has green apple in it, and does a nice combination. I told you all and let you all smell this combination in the well, I told you all how this combination smelled in the vanilla, blackberry, and Mrs. Smith fragrance video. Hold on. That was my alarm when I normally do my lives, you all. I used to do lives at 3:30 for members only, but we have gone through all the eyeshadow palettes we're going to go through, and I've got a series ready in December for you all. Janet, we've talked about it. I'm going to tell everybody else about it on the Sephora VIB event wish list and like recommendations live that's coming up this week, so stay tuned for that. On the week of the 30th anyway. I don't know if you all are going to see this before then, but back to what we were talking about. So I feel like this is a great combination of that fragrance. I do like it on its own though. This is one of the few body mists from them that I would literally just wear on its own, think it smells absolutely amazing, and it doesn't need to be added with anything, like nothing at all. I could wear it on its own and be fine. It smells absolutely amazing. The jasmine in here with the pineapple, the green apple, and the black currant, and the amber just smells so beautifully together. Absolutely love it. This is one I honestly feel like I could give a 10 as well, just because it's one of the few body mists from them I literally wear alone and don't ever try to pair it with anything else besides Mrs. Smith, because they recommended it, and I see why, because both the green apples in there go together so beautifully. But this, 10 out of 10. So this one and heavy cream are like my top recommendations when it comes to 10 out of 10 body mist from Phlur. And dare I say, I might include Mrs. Smith as a 10 out of 10 as well. I haven't tested her out enough though to give that, so I think I'm gonna just give it a 9 for now, because I really enjoy apple scents, and I like the fact that this is a green apple as opposed to the traditional apple, because you know we have Juicy Eden apple from Kylie, but I like the fact that this was a twist on apple because it was a green apple. And I feel like a lot of times people use like the red apple when it comes to an apple scent, like even Enchanted Apple from Victoria's Secret back in the day when I used to wear that body mist was a red apple. So I just really loved the idea of a green apple fragrance. Now, like I said, I do not like the fact that there's watermelon in here, and I could smell the watermelon in here. That's really what let me down with this one, because I feel like the watermelon is somewhat overpowering to the apple, and I don't like that. But like I said, I put Moonstone with it, and that works it out nicely for me. So this one probably will get like an 8.5 now I think about it, because the watermelon here is a little too overpowering for my liking, but I do love the fact that it's an actual green apple as opposed to a red apple. So she gets an 8.5 instead of a 10, because the watermelon is too overpowering for my personal preference. Lastly, we have Vanilla Nectar. So Vanilla Nectar is another one of my least favorite ones. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because of the papaya and the apricot and the tangerine in here. I feel like it just doesn't give what I personally was expecting it to give with the vanilla fruitiness. Like I want to smell vanilla and some really nice papaya scent, and I feel like that's not what I get from this. Now I don't know how to describe what I get from this. I don't know if I'm picking up more off of the apricot and the tangelo, and I'm not picking up on the papaya and the vanilla and the whipped what is it, the whipped honey amber and things, and the notes of that nature. But I definitely feel like it does not give what I expected it to give, and I am a little disappointed about it. So this one I would probably give like 7.5, because I haven't thought of that many things to pair this one with that I feel like would go really well with it. I know I said Denona from Snif would go really good with this off their secret menu, and I'm thinking Carnival from Brown Girl Jane would, and the new body mist from Brown Girl Jane might go really nicely with them. So those I think were the 2 or 3 fragrances that I told you all that we were gonna like compare them to in the video. But overall, this one was a little bit of a letdown for me. So you all, that's pretty much all I have for you. Those are all the Phlur things I have, but I have enough Phlur things, right? Like, 'cause I feel like I just rated quite a few things, and I feel like I've been sitting here for like a good 25 minutes talking about Phlur. But I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope it was helpful. I'm trying to get all these done before the holidays come, so that way if you want holiday recommendations, you can go back and look at these videos. That's why I did Sol de Janeiro, that's why I did Phlur. I am going to do Snif next week, and then I'll make a whole playlist of all of them, and then call it like a holiday wish list of ranking fragrances or something like that. So I hope that'll be helpful for you all. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all in diamonds. Comment down below and tell me what your favorite Phlur fragrance is, or if this inspires you to try Phlur, because you have not tried them yet, which I feel like you should have, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Also, let me know down below which fragrance brand you want me to reference next, because I don't own a whole lot of fragrances from a whole lot of different brands. That's why I'm starting off with the like 3 or 4 I have the most of. So I still need to do Kylie and Snif. Those are the 2 I have the most fragrances of, and then it'll be like a couple of brands here and there I have a few fragrances from, but I've tried a few fragrances from. So we can do Ellis Brooklyn, I have a few from them. We can do the 7 Virtues, because I have a few from them. But after that, I don't have a whole lot of fragrances to recommend or make ranking videos on you for. But you can let me know if you'd be interested in those other ones I just named. But Kylie and Snif I will be making for sure, because y'all know I love those 2 brands. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Make sure you hit the subscribe button below, and be blessed, girl. Bye. I've recently joined the Shop LTK family, so if you'd like to follow me over there, you can check out more of my fashion inspo and get the actual details on the clothes that I wear in my fashion videos, since I stopped making detailed posts about it. So if you're curious about my clothes and where I get them from, make sure you head over to my Shop LTK to get all the info, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.